Hey YouTube, what's up guys? Just want to give you guys a little update here and talk about some quick little things with phosphates. So, giving you guys a shout out to the girlfriend. She's not big on the being on YouTube.
Busy.
She's busy. Can't say I blame her. All right, so just giving you guys a little update on phosphates. So, as everyone knows, I'm a pretty new reefer. I had never owned a fish tank in my life, and I decided to go ahead and get a 90 gallon. And relatively speaking, it's been pretty successful. But I am kind of struggling because some of my corals, or most of my corals, they just don't seem like they're really growing that fast. They have nice colors, but they're just not growing too fast. Pretty slow, actually, I think. They're not dying, they're just growing very slow. And so I did some research and I called BRS, and I spoke with a guy named Randy, and I've talked to him many times because I've been buying stuff from BRS as soon as I joined the hobby. And so I started talking to him, and I said, hey, look, ever since I've had my tank, my nitrates have always been 10 and below. I've never had any crazy algae outbreaks. I've never had green hair algae, turf algae, cyano, anything really. Just this brown diatom algae. And I have coralline algae growing in the back. And I told him that, I said, you know, I've always kept my phosphates at 0 with a GFO reactor. And so my corals have good color, but they're growing very slow. And he thinks that one of the main reasons is probably because he thinks my phosphates actually stay too low. I use sapphire test kits for phosphate. I use sapphire. For nitrates, I use sapphire. But for calcium, alkaline, and magnesium, I use Red Sea, and for pH, I use Elos, and for ammonia, I use Red Sea. The reason why I use different ones is because I'm a person that I like to read a lot of reviews, and I'm not brand specific. I pick what the good reviews go towards, and when I looked online, there was better reviews for the alkaline and magnesium and calcium for Red Sea than there was sapphire, and vice versa for nitrates and phosphates against Red Sea. And the price is somewhat of a factor. But anyways, so I run a GFO reactor, and I decided to cut my GFO in half. And ever since I've had my tank and I've been running my BRS GFO reactor, I use 2 little fishies phosphate GFO, and every time I use it, you know, I usually fill my reactor up to halfway. And so I decided recently, actually today, after watching another YouTube video. I just found her on YouTube, and she's got some great videos. Her name is PRfishgirl, and I really like her videos. They're kind of like mine. They're just simple and kind of, well, she's a lot more advanced than me with the tech savvy stuff, but they're pretty simple and easy to understand and direct and to the point, which I like. So I'm kind of making this video a little bit, not really for her, but just to kind of, you know, give a shout out type of deal, and maybe she can get some help off this and other reefers too. So I cut my my GFO media down about half of what I had. So I've got it filled about a little bit above 1/4 of a way filled with GFO media, and I'm hoping that my phosphates will rise slightly. Now, when I say slightly, you know, I'm talking still below 1. Like, I'm talking like anywhere from, like, you know, 0.10, 15, something like that, and below. I'm not trying to get any higher. So I want to do that, see if it works. If it doesn't rise up, then I will completely turn it off, and I will you know, go from there. But I am going to probably be doing an update probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks when I get some money saved up and everything. I'm going to do a bio pellet reactor video. It'll be a BRS biopellet reactor and a BRS media, unless I can find better reviews for better ones. It seems like BRS makes extremely good biopellets, so I'm going to go with that. So real quick, if you're doing biopellets, it's basically the similar theory of vodka dosing or no-pox or vinegar or stuff like that. It's basically like a carbon dosing thing. I think I got that right. So when you do biopellets, from what I understand, I called BRS and had a lengthy conversation. You need to, for one, make sure that it has plenty of flow to where it's tumbling properly, and you need to also make sure that you start off with probably a lower than recommended dosage amount of biopellets, because you can essentially overdose your tank, and what will happen is your pH will drop and your oxygen levels will drop, which will it could cause your fish to die and or other livestock to die if it's a sudden drop at one time. So keep that in mind. Other than that, that's about it. Don't remember, you're not going to see instant results with these things. It's going to take maybe 4 or 5 days, and it will take longer. Sometimes you can buy bacterial boosters to put inside your biopellet reactors, but usually it takes the biopellets on average a week or two to really start kind of showing the effects, because they have to build up the bacteria inside of them and so forth and so forth. And then to know how to replace your pellets, they'll eventually just dissolve. And what you're not looking for is if they're not tumbling enough, they'll start to get kind of like a soggy, mushy, kind of sticking together type of deal. You don't want that. The more flow, the better. Really, you really can't give biopellets too much flow. You probably can, but you'd have to have an awful lot. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed my video. I'm going to get off here and upload this, and comment if you have anything going on, and hopefully if someone's struggling with phosphates being too low, then maybe this might help you out. Quick one real quick. So I got some new additions. You can't really see them, but I got a nice little Halloween hermit crab. I only got one. I'm going to see how he does, make sure he's not destructive or causing any problems or anything. And then I got these, I don't think that's one of them, but I got 3 zebra Mexican turbo snails. And they are different from the Mexican turbo snails. Of course, their shells are different because they have zebra stripes. But their underneath sides, like right here, they're very, very white. They're almost like a pearl white, as opposed to these guys, which kind of have like almost like a pinkish white, the Mexican turbo snails. It's just something different, kind of cool. And they're bulldozers. They will suck on some algae, which is great. So anyways, it's kind of cool because I've seen a lot of their shells before with hermit crabs having habitum and stuff like that, but I've never actually seen the I got you, where are you at? There you are. But I've never actually seen the snails before for sale, unless I wasn't looking close enough. I haven't actually seen those types. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later and hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.